According to multiple outlets, Swift appears to have skipped Kansas City Chiefs' Week 11 showdown against the Denver Broncos. Why does this matter? Because Swift attending a Chiefs game has become a cultural moment in itself. Her absence also becomes a question and a headline. So let's ride this wave, explore why her non-appearance is more than a trivial celebrity sighting, or not, and look at what it says about fandom, privacy, and the weird intersection between pop music and pro football. Curious? Good. Let's dive in, and don't just watch, but please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Before any speculation, we need context. Swift and Travis Kelce, tight end for the Chiefs, haven't exactly been shy about each other. Their romance, publicly documented and enthusiastically covered, has turned into a narrative that straddles sports news, celebrity gossip, and cultural commentary. Swift showing up at Chiefs games has become something of a spectacle. See, the Taylor Swift at a football game phenomenon didn't start overnight. It built up. Now, according to outlets, Swift hasn't attended any away games for the Chiefs this season, and for Week 11 against the Broncos, she was not spotted. Meanwhile, her absence is being attributed to a variety of possible reasons: increased security concerns, privacy desires, unfamiliar venues. So why is this absence generating so much talk? Because it breaks expectation. When a star like Swift becomes part of the event of a game, her presence almost becomes part of the script. Her skipping it? That twists the plot. And if you're wondering, what's next? Stay tuned, because the reasons behind her absence speak to bigger themes. Let's break down the possible reasons for her absence, and you'll find a nugget that might surprise you. One recurring explanation: Swift avoids venues she doesn't feel scouted or comfortable with. As one source noted, she's not going anywhere unless she knows the venue intimately, and it has been thoroughly scouted and secured in advance. When you're one of the biggest stars in the world, attending a high-profile away game is not like cheering from the couch. The spotlight is intense. The logistics are heavy. So skipping may be simply a matter of self-preservation. Curious? You bet. She attended fewer games this season, even avoiding photos arriving at the home stadium, Arrowhead Stadium. The attention got too excessive. Imagine being photographed on every arrival, every suite, with camera flashes and headlines. Choosing not to attend becomes a way of regaining control. Does that resonate? If you've ever felt on display, maybe you understand. Could the absence also be a subtle message? Not everything is just logistics. Maybe skipping the away games is a boundary-setting move. When the celebrity girlfriend becomes part of the team's image, you might ask, where do you draw the line between personal support and public performance? If in doubt, this is a juicy question. When we talk about the Taylor Swift effect, we're not just talking about Instagram stories or red carpet headlines. We're talking real measurable shifts in viewership, in demographics, in fandom. According to some analyses, Swift's involvement with Kelce, and by extension, the Chiefs, boosted ratings, ticket sales, and general interest in a way that previously wouldn't have been expected for an NFL tight end. So when she doesn't show up, what does that shift? The narrative, the buzz, the story you tell your friend the next day. Even if you'll never attend a professional football game with paparazzi at the gate, this situation has lessons. Set boundaries even when people expect constant presence. If someone expects you to always be on, remember, you get to choose when on is for you. Recognize the difference between visibility and value. Swift not being seen doesn't mean she isn't supporting. Her value doesn't depend on her photo in the suite. Understand that public expectation. Just because the audience, fandom, workplace, social group expects you doesn't mean you have to comply every time. Use absence strategically. Sometimes not showing up sends a clearer message than showing up halfway or under duress. So what's next? Here are some questions worth keeping an eye on. Will Swift attend a home game at the Chiefs Stadium again this season? And does her absence at away games continue to be a pattern? Does her absence affect fan engagement/gaming culture in any measurable way? Will Kelce comment more explicitly about it on his podcast, New Heights, or in interviews? A pop megastar skipping a football game might sound trivial, but when you zoom out, it becomes a story about presence, expectation, identity, and what it means to show up in public life and in your personal life. It asks, when do we attend because we want to and when because we feel we must? Have you ever skipped something you felt you should go to?
Why?
What do you think? Did Taylor Swift's absence matter? Is it a statement or just logistics? Drop your thoughts, whether for your local team, your job, your relationships. Tag someone who shows up, whether they're seen or not. Let's spark the conversation, because the best stories aren't just told, they're experienced, dissected, and shared.